It was a cold night in 2019. On a deserted highway in Arizona, the wind moved in a strange, unnatural way. Ryan Cooper, a 27-year-old truck driver, was on his night shift. He was heading from Los Angeles to New Mexico. Suddenly, his radio cut out. "Of course it breaks now," Ryan muttered. He pulled out his phone. No signal. Nothing but darkness all around. No cars. No people. At exactly 2:17 a.m., he saw someone standing on the side of the road. A girl, wearing a white dress. Ryan hit the brakes. "Are you okay?" he asked. The girl slowly lifted her head. Her face, unnaturally pale. Her eyes, like she hadn't slept in days. "Please, can you give me a ride?" she whispered. Ryan hesitated, but out of humanity, he let her in. They drove in silence for a few minutes. Then Ryan asked, "What are you doing out here?" She replied softly, "I'm going home." "Where?" She pointed outside the window. "Just ahead." Ryan looked. There was nothing ahead. Only darkness. Ryan glanced in the rearview mirror. Her eyes were now locked onto him, but she wasn't smiling. There was something strange in them, like she knew him. Suddenly, Ryan's phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. A panicked voice came through. "Hello? Ryan, if you're on Route 66, stop the truck now. Who is this?" The voice said, "Listen carefully. Whatever is in your truck is not human." Ryan's heart started pounding. He slowly looked back. The seat was empty. She was just here," Ryan whispered. The voice screamed, "Don't look back." But it was too late. Ryan checked the mirror. She wasn't in the back seat anymore. She was standing right behind him. Ryan slammed the brakes. The truck stopped. Terrified, he turned round. She was extremely close now. Her face no longer human. Her eyes completely black. Her mouth slowly opened. "You didn't take me home," she whispered. The phone was still on the call. The voice on the other end cried, "Ryan?" She died in 1998. On that same road, every year she stole. Every year she stopped someone. Ryan screamed, "Get out of my truck!" But then the last voice came from the phone. "Now you'll stay here too." The next morning, police found Ryan's truck in the middle of the road. The door was open. Inside, no one was there. But on the driver's seat, there was a wet handprint. And on the back seat, an old, dirty white dress. 3 days later, another truck driver passed that same road. It was 2:17 a.m. He saw someone standing on the roadside, a man covered in blood. It was Ryan. He raised his hand and said softly, "Please, give me a ride." That night, a new truck driver, Daniel Hayes, was driving along Route 66. Same time, he saw a man on the roadside, covered in blood. "Hey, you okay?" Daniel shouted. The man slowly walked toward him. "Please, give me a ride. Get in." The moment he sat inside, Daniel felt something strange. The temperature dropped suddenly. "What's your name?" Daniel asked. A pause. Then, "Ryan." Daniel felt a chill. "What happened to you?" Ryan whispered. "I lost my way." Suddenly the truck radio turned on by itself. Static noise. Then a broken voice. Daniel quickly shut it off. "What the hell?" He looked in the rear-view mirror. Ryan's face was visible, but his eyes completely black. Daniel panicked and sped up. "I'll drop you in the next town." Ryan let out a slow, broken laugh. "You've already taken me there." Daniel froze. "What do you mean?" Ryan said. "It always happens." His face started changing. Half human, half something else. "That girl," Ryan whispered. "She's not alone anymore. Daniel's throat went dry. What girl? The one I met. Daniel looked ahead. Same road. Same sign. Same broken light. Like he wasn't moving at all. He checked the GPS. A message flashed. No exit. Suddenly, Daniel felt someone else in the truck. He slowly looked back. The girl. Same white dress. Now she was smiling. Ryan and the girl spoke together. Now you'll take our place? No exit. No! Daniel screamed. He slammed the brakes. But the truck didn't stop. Speed increased. 70, 90, 110. Suddenly, a burned truck appeared ahead. Daniel tried to avoid it, but failed. The next morning, police found a wrecked truck, bloodstains, and 3 different footprints. But no bodies. That same night, 2:17 a.m., a car passed that road. The driver saw a girl, a blood-covered man, and a new man, Daniel. All 3 raised their hands. Please give us a ride. Officer Maria Lopez, an experienced Arizona State Police officer, got a strange case. In the past 20 years, 17 people had disappeared from the exact same spot on Route 66. No bodies, no clues. Only one thing in common. She dug into old records. The first case, a girl, Emily Carter, age 19, last seen asking for a ride on that same road. She never made it home. 3 days later, her car was found burned. Nearby, truck tire marks. Maria tracked down a retired trucker, Samuel Reed. With a trembling voice, he said, "You want to know about that road? Samuel, that place isn't just a road, it's a door." He revealed, in 1998, a secret experiment took place there. A private company, a project called Project Echo, goal to keep human consciousness alive after death. But something went wrong, terribly wrong. During a test, Emily was left alone on that road. A device had been implanted in her body. It went out of control. She died, but her presence remained. She didn't want to be alone, Samuel said. So every year, at the same time, she stops someone and turns them into one of her own. Maria's decision. I'm going there tonight. 2:16 a.m. Maria sat alone in her car, heart racing. 2:17 a.m. 3 figures appeared. The girl, a man, and Daniel. Maria stepped out. "I know who you are," she said. Emily stepped forward. "Then you'll come with us." Maria pulled out her gun. "This ends tonight." Emily smiled. "You don't understand. We didn't start this." Maria paused. "Then who did?" Emily slowly pointed behind. In the darkness, something was moving. Suddenly, cracks spread across the road. From below, voices, thousands of them, screaming, crying, whispering, "Help us." Samuel was right. The road was a door, and inside it wasn't just Emily. Emily said, "If you want to close it, you have to take our place." Maria understood. If she went in, she would never return. She took a deep breath and stepped into the crack. Silence. Everything stopped. Emily, Ryan, Daniel. The next day, Route 66 was empty. No disappearances. Everything felt normal. But not forever. 1 year later, a new report, a new location. Nevada Highway 50, time 2:17 a.m. A driver called the police. "There's a woman standing on the road. She's wearing a police uniform and she's saying, 'Please, give me a ride.'"